Public parks have long been part of our urban environments, offering an essential contrast to the crowded, fast-paced cityscape. Beyond their surface appeal as places for leisure, these green spaces are intricate creations shaped by social priorities and deliberate planning. From their pathways to their open lawns, parks are more than just aesthetic escapes. They are spaces with purpose, designed to influence behavior and foster a sense of community. When the first public parks emerged, they responded to the challenges of rapidly growing cities. Urban life during the Industrial Revolution brought noise, pollution, and a lack of access to natural spaces. Reformers believed parks could address these issues by providing cleaner air and a healthier atmosphere. However, their function extended further. Parks became tools for promoting social harmony, offering neutral ground where people from different walks of life could coexist peacefully. Every element, from their layout to the placement of benches, was intentionally designed to cultivate specific experiences and interactions. Today, it can be easy to overlook the thought and effort behind these green spaces. Yet, their very existence is rooted in careful planning that reflects the values and concerns of their time. They serve as a reminder of how human ingenuity and design have long shaped public spaces to meet more than just recreational needs. In the 19th century, the rapid expansion of cities during the Industrial Revolution brought an array of challenges. Overcrowding, pollution, and the spread of disease turned urban life into a breeding ground for public health crises and social unrest. Reformers sought solutions to these pressing issues, and the concept of public parks emerged as a response. These spaces weren't simply about bringing nature into cities. They were strategic interventions aimed at addressing the chaos of urbanization. City planners and reformers believed parks could serve as sanctuaries of fresh air and calm, helping to counteract the physical and psychological toll of industrialized living. At the same time, they viewed parks as tools for fostering social order. By offering a shared space where people from various backgrounds could gather, parks were meant to discourage crime, mitigate tensions, and promote moral behavior. The financial investment required for these projects reflected their importance. For instance, Central Park's initial budget was set at $5 million, yet the final cost ballooned to $14 million due to the complexity and scale of the project, highlighting the significant resources devoted to this vision of urban improvement. Parks were also designed with meticulous attention to detail. Pathways encouraged movement, benches offered spots for quiet reflection, and open spaces provided room for social interaction, all elements serving a broader purpose. These weren't just picturesque landscapes. They were engineered environments aimed at shaping behavior. The introduction of parks signaled a shift in how cities addressed their growing pains, blending the beauty of nature with a calculated approach to urban challenges. The result was a new kind of public space, one that offered both aesthetic pleasure and a subtle framework for societal stability. In 1858, Frederick Law Olmsted and Calvert Vaux envisioned Central Park as more than a picturesque escape. It was a bold experiment in urban harmony. At a time when industrialization crowded cities and frayed social cohesion, their design aimed to bridge divides and offer a reprieve from the chaos of city life. The park's wide-open spaces, rolling meadows, and carefully curated landscapes were no accident. They were deliberate choices meant to encourage shared use and foster connections among people from different walks of life. Executing this vision was a monumental feat of engineering and labor. Nearly 5 million cubic yards of stone, earth, and topsoil were moved, and 500,000 trees, shrubs, and vines were planted to shape its naturalistic beauty. The process also involved constructing 36 intricate bridges and arches, each blending seamlessly into the surrounding scenery, showcasing the immense human effort required to bring Olmsted and Vaux's vision to life. The design went beyond aesthetics. It was a masterclass in social engineering. Open lawns provided neutral grounds for interaction, while winding paths invited leisurely strolls, subtly shaping the behavior of parkgoers. Central Park wasn't just a public space. It was a meticulously crafted environment intended to inspire tranquility and civic pride. Every tree planted, every curve in the pathways, and every resting spot was part of an intentional strategy to promote a sense of order and belonging in the bustling metropolis. The design principles behind public parks quickly spread beyond New York, inspiring urban planners in major cities worldwide. London's Hyde Park and Paris's Bois de Boulogne exemplify how these ideas were adapted to fit the needs of their respective cities. Hyde Park, with its vast green spaces and designated walking paths, became a symbol of civic pride and public accessibility. Similarly, the Bois de Boulogne provided Parisians with a meticulously crafted retreat, blending naturalistic elements with carefully planned avenues and gathering spots. These parks were not only about creating beautiful spaces, but also about managing urban populations. Paths and open spaces were designed to encourage movement and visibility, subtly promoting public safety and reducing opportunities for crime. Planners also considered the social dynamics of their time, using parks to provide a shared space where class distinctions were softened, if only temporarily. The goal was not just to beautify cities, but to foster a sense of community while reinforcing societal norms. Moreover, the success of parks in cities like London and Paris influenced urban planning across continents. By the late 19th and early 20th centuries, the principles of combining functionality, beauty, and social order in public spaces were evident in cities from Melbourne to Buenos Aires. These parks became central to urban life, reflecting a shared belief in the transformative power of carefully designed green spaces. Today, parks are bustling hubs of activity, evolving far beyond their 19th century roots. From morning joggers weaving through winding paths to families enjoying picnics under shady trees, these spaces adapt to the diverse needs of modern urban life. Fitness enthusiasts use them as outdoor gyms, while local communities turn them into stages for cultural festivals and farmers markets. Their versatility has cemented their place as an essential part of city living. But behind the scenes, maintaining these green sanctuaries requires an enormous amount of effort and funding. Take Central Park, for instance. Its transformation into the vibrant, well-maintained icon we know today is no accident. The Central Park Conservancy has poured nearly $1 billion into its restoration and upkeep over 37 years, ensuring that it remains a thriving centerpiece for New Yorkers and visitors alike, highlighting the ongoing financial commitment required to sustain these vital urban green spaces. Technology also plays a growing role in park management. Tools like smart irrigation systems and drones for monitoring large areas help streamline maintenance while reducing environmental impact. These innovations ensure parks can remain lush and welcoming despite the challenges posed by climate change and urban expansion. Meanwhile, the public's expectations of parks continue to evolve. Spaces that once primarily aimed to foster calm and order now embrace inclusivity, offering amenities like accessible playgrounds and spaces for diverse recreational activities. The modern park is a dynamic ecosystem reflecting both the historical vision of shared community spaces and the needs of today's ever-changing urban population. It's a balancing act of honoring tradition while continuously innovating to meet the demands of contemporary life. Public parks are more than just patches of green in a concrete jungle. They are a testament to the power of intentional design and its influence on urban life. Far from being mere places to stretch your legs or lay out a picnic blanket, parks tell a story of how cities have sought to balance nature with human progress. They embody a vision of urban planning that goes beyond aesthetics, weaving together the needs of individuals and communities into a shared space that reflects both practicality and aspiration. Through their paths, lawns, and gathering areas, parks have quietly shaped the rhythms of daily life for generations. They've provided a stage for everything from quiet reflection to vibrant social interactions, all while serving as a vital reminder of the human connection to the natural world. Their very existence is an intentional act of reclaiming a piece of the city for everyone, no matter their background or purpose for visiting. As we move forward in an ever-changing urban landscape, the role of parks continues to evolve. They are spaces of resilience, adapting to modern challenges like climate change, population growth, and shifting societal needs. Yet at their core, they remain grounded in the same ideals that inspired their creation: harmony, community, and a belief in the importance of shared spaces. So the next time you find yourself in a park, whether to jog, relax, or simply take in the scenery, take a moment to appreciate the thoughtful planning that makes these urban oases possible. These spaces don't just make cities livable, they remind us of the delicate balance between human progress and the need for a quieter, greener refuge.